Ooh, that looks tasty. Welcome folks, Today the Hungry Gamer is back with another mini review, and today we are talking about Too Many Bones, the Automoton of Shale. Now, usually when I do Chips Theory stuff, I try to come up with some kind of fun intro, and I really tried hard for this one. I had a whole thing where I had the page turn transition set up like this, and the whole thing where I was, down and then I'd pop up, and I'd go down and pop up and say something. But it was just dumb. Like, even for me, it was dumb. And I tried to go with it for a while. But yeah, it was just dumb. I could not, in good conscience, subject you to that. So, no intro today. Sorry. I tried. It failed. It was ugly. It was real ugly. Anyhow, so what the Automoton of Shale is it is a pop-up book. And with this pop-up book, it has a whole story that you're able to play with Too Many Bones. And it has its own, each page is its own little adventure, and inside it, it has chips and cards and loot and all those kinds of things in there as well that you're able to use. Now, when I say it's a pop-up book, we'll just take a look here. So, okay, great, we have our first open. I guess there's minor spoilers here, if you don't want spoilers, I guess. You know, you open it up, and you're like, oh, look, that's nice, they're in there, but uh-oh, there's a fire happening far away. Woo! Then we kind of flip, and then you're starting to get your serious pop-ups going. And again, there's more stuff you can move. You can see it has chips there, it has cards down here. I'll just kind of flip through another couple of these here just so you can kind of really get the full vibe. I mean, this is some intense popping up that we got going here. This next one here is probably my favorite. Okay, so you get an idea of what's going on with this pop-up book. So in true chip theory fashion, it's totally overproduced. Now, what do I like about this book? So first of all, it is really satisfying to go through this thing and play with it. I did not know that I cared about pop-up books anymore until I played with this one, because it is beautiful. It's just stunning. Everything about it is just awesome. It's an amazing pop-up book, and along with it, the actual story itself. So I had Improv Dan over, and he likes Too Many Bones. He hadn't played in a long time, and we came over one evening, and I grilled some ribs, and we just sat and we played through the whole thing, and it took 3 hours or something like that, maybe 4 hours, I don't know, but it was just a lot of fun. It's got unexpected stuff in there, and it's just fun. It is a fun little story that you're working through, that you're playing through. It's super satisfying to, as always, read through the little bits of story and stuff and find a little bit of comedy in there. And the new chips that you get, the new loot that you get, all of that is good stuff to add to the game. You can add to the game later on if you want. But it was just a fun little adventure. And I can't fault it. It was a good time. Now, what are my quibbles with it? First off, it's a pricey thing for a single adventure. Now, obviously, the money has gone into the production of this pop-up book because, as I said, this pop-up book is just awesome. But it's a lot of money for something that you're probably only going to play once. Now, I say that. It's not necessarily true. I may go back and do it again with some other characters. But once you kind of lose that excitement and discovery that you get in a normal Too Many Bones game, because as you go through, you don't know exactly what the stories are going to be, you lose a little bit of that. So what I'm saying is I don't know how much replay there is in the book itself. Maybe one, you'll probably play that once, maybe twice. However, you can take the chips and the things that are in there and put that into your Too Many Bones game, and that suddenly now those can start popping up, and that is, I think, rather interesting and a bit of replays there. But really, that's it. This is something that if you are a true Too Many Bones fan, then you want to check it out. And if you're a true Too Many Bones fan, then you're not going to be bothered by the price tag because you bought a lot of Too Many Bones stuff and you know how expensive chip theory games things are. That's just what it is because of the production value. And I would also say it's really kind of a fun thing that you can have if you're kind of introducing someone to Too Many Bones. And by that I mean it's a fun way to kind of have a straight, more or less linear story that you're playing through, but with the extra pop that you're getting out of this book, it just really helps pull you into the world a little bit more. And I think that that kind of is a little bit of life that this pop-up book will have. Is kind of, you can introduce someone to it. Oh, you never played Too Many Bones before, but you're interested. Okay, let's play through this, because it's not super long, but something you can work through relatively easily. Now, in my last quibble is, I had a hard time figuring out how it worked. Because in the first stuff you opened up, it didn't actually tell me how to do it, how it worked. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to just set up a normal deck, or there was no instructions anywhere. Now, my understanding is that is a first printing problem where stuff just got put in the wrong place, and I just didn't know that because I didn't go check the FAQ. I just opened up and said, "Me play now." But it took me a little while to figure out kind of what is going on, how am I supposed to start, where am I supposed to add things, what am I doing on each page, do I automatically open something up, do I not open something up? I just didn't know. And it probably took me, I'm embarrassed to say, about half an hour to figure that out. But once I got it, it was fine. So anyhow, there you have it, folks. That is the Automoton of Shale. It's a beautiful pop-up book. It's fun to look through. It's Chip Theory Games level of overproduction. It's Chip Theory Games level of it's expensive. And it's something that if you're a true Too Many Bones fan, then you probably already have it, or you should at least think about checking it out. If you are not a deep hardcore fan, then this is probably not the first thing you want to get. Just get core Too Many Bones or get Undertow. Start there, and this is something that you kind of will add on later on. If you're that type of person that's wanting to introduce Too Many Bones to people, then maybe you bust it out. But there you have it, folks. That is the Automoton of Shale. As always, if you found this video useful, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.